Hey Pisces, it's your honest homegirl ᴇᴑɪ, and this is your reading on what you're holding on to that no longer serves you and how you can go about fixing those things, eradicating those things, the energy you can embody to help you along this journey. Okay, so let's see what you are holding on to that no longer serves you. So Pisces, a lot of you guys are still holding on to the past. Okay, things that people have done to you. A lot of you guys are holding on to, I feel like a lot of changes happened in your life quickly. Things that you probably weren't ready for, but it was necessary that those changes occurred, because if they didn't happen, you would have never changed. You would have never went a different route. You would have never left that person. You would have never left that job. You would have never took on an opportunity that was for you if these changes didn't happen. And some of you are mad that these changes happened, but they were for your highest good. They didn't happen to you. They happened for you. And when this card comes out, it's because you were fighting those changes. And that's why you're looking at these changes as a negative situation. And they really weren't negative. It's like if you would have stayed somewhere, it would have gotten worse. You would have never grown. You would have never known what you were capable of. You would have never known that there was better for you out there. But you're still kind of mad at God for, and then the candle pops again. You're mad at God because this happened, but you should be thanking God. Thanking God for allowing these changes to happen. Whether they were good or bad, it doesn't matter. And I feel like a lot of you guys, there was a bad situation that came to a quick end, and you may not have wanted it to end because you were holding on to something that was familiar, but it was hurting you. You thought you were following your heart. You were not following your heart. You were following your ego. And a lot of you guys, you have to decide if you're going to let go of this past and move forward. You have to let the past go. The past no longer serves you anymore. But you have to decide to let it go. Because again, if you don't, because you're in the phase of cutting things out. God is showing you everything that you need to cut out right in front of you. And you're like trying to be Ray Charles to it. And if it's something that is supposed to have been out of your life, God will make this person disrespect you. God will sit there and make this person disregard your feelings. God is going to make this person steal from you, lie to you. God is going to make your life miserable with this person, place, or thing, even an environment, just so you can make the right choice for yourself. You guys are holding on to something that belongs in your past, and you know this. A lot of you guys are not stepping into your divinity. A lot of you are really stepped all the way into your ego and wanting to satisfy your ego. You don't care if it's good or bad for you. You don't care if this person is not loving and nurturing. Like, you think this person is your forever person, and they're not. At least right not now. Because I'm not going to say that this person may not come back around after you walk away from them, and change. But how would you know if this person ever changed if you don't turn your back on them? A lot of you turned your back on the healing process. You're saying F this healing process because it's too hard. F this healing process because it's making me see the worst in people, and you need to. You've been seeing too much of the good in somebody, and you haven't looked at their ugly side. You're disregarding it. Why? You're smarter than that. For some of you guys, there is an end to you giving money to people. Stop giving your money away. Stop giving your money away. Because there's somebody that's using you. And you think you're doing this stuff out of love. This person has manipulated you to think that you love them and that they love you just to get money out of you. And that needs to come to an end. 511 on the phone. Your service to humanity is done. You picking these charity cases to help, that is done with. That is over. That needs to be over. You need to let that go. Somebody sees you as a fucking piggy bank, and that's it. They see you helping them financially, and that's all they care about. And I'm sorry to sit there and tell you that, Pisces. You're the bank to them. You're the piggy bank that they could sit there and master manipulate, and they could swindle whatever they need to swindle out of you. 555 on the phone. It needs to change. I understand you're a very loving person at your core. And you may love this person, place, a thing for a long time, and you may love it forever. Doesn't necessarily mean it needs to be in your life. You can love people from a distance. But you have to make this choice. And the thing is, you know it. You know it, Pisces. You already know intuitively what you need to let go of. You're just afraid that you're never going to find love again. You're never going to find a better job again. You're never going to sit there and have a better business. You're never going to sit there and have a better friendship. You're never going to have a better mate. The love is out there looking for you, but you ain't looking for it. You're looking for the love in all the wrong places. And it's become a burden to you. Love ain't no job. Love is free. You shouldn't have to work hard for it. It should be given freely to you. Because when two people care about each other, there's no thinking about how much love you got to give to a person. There's no thinking about how much you got to give to a person or how much you need to hold back, because you guys are just there, giving to each other unconditionally, reciprocating that energy back and forth to one another, because that love is free. You should not have to be proving how much you love somebody, loves a job, love a career. That should come to you easily and effortlessly. And don't get me wrong, yeah, when you get in relationships, you're going to have disagreements, but you're working on the disagreements. You're working on the problem that's against you guys. That ain't the love. The love is always going to be there. And if that love is kind of like someone determines how much love they could give. If you have to determine how much love you could give a person, or if somebody has to determine how much love they could give you, and they have to pick and choose when to give it to you, that ain't true love. That's manipulation. Because someone that loves you is going to love you unconditionally, okay? I feel like you try to talk and people talk over you. People try to belittle you. People try to make you feel bad or feel guilty for the things that you do, especially when you take your love back. Why should you feel guilty for taking your love back if it's not being reciprocated to you? Don't let somebody manipulate you into thinking that what you're doing is wrong. No, you're protecting yourself, as you should. But also at the same time, don't protect yourself to the point that you're blocking out the true love that is meant for you. Because there's love out there that's meant for you, Pisces. It's just that you're not willing to get it because you're too busy stuck on something that should have left your life a long time ago. I'm pretty sure there's somebody out there that told you a long time ago to leave a person, and you ain't want to leave. You have to start utilizing your wisdom, and because the thing is, you know better. You're starting to become a lot more aware of the things that are around you and that's happening to you, and you may not like it, but guess what? This eclipse season is eclipsing everything out of your life, is clipping it out. So whatever is leaving your life, anything that's causing turmoil in your life right now, anything that is causing havoc in your life right now, anything that's causing chaos and confusion in your life right now, it's time to let it go. Because if you don't let it go, God's going to let it go for you. And you may not like how spirit sits there and eradicates certain things out of your life. Because it's going to be a hard pill to swallow. Versus you sitting there taking the easy route and you doing it yourself. Okay, Pisces? Only person that's going to love you for the rest of your life is you. Only person that's going to be there for you for the rest of your life is you. The only person that's going to love you unconditionally for the rest of your life is you. Make sure you are good. And when you make sure you are good and you have that unconditional love for yourself, especially when you know you need to walk away from certain things, God's going to bless you with things that are going to be there forever in your life. You're missing out on your forever person, some of you. Some of you are missing out on your forever person because you're too busy worried about somebody that ain't even your forever. Your ego thinks it's your forever. And for some of you, it may be your forever. But guess what? This person ain't never going to change until you walk away from them. Sometimes you got to leave things alone, even jobs. People don't know your worth until you're gone. Shoot, you don't even know your worth until you sit there and leave your old self behind. You leave that ego behind. But it's time for certain things to come to an end. If a job or career comes to an end, it's because God's realigning you and redirecting you. And you have to remember too, Mercury retrograde is coming up. And I think we're in its shadow period. So it's time to reflect. It's time to regroup. It's time to realize what needs to go and what needs to stay. Okay? So let's look at the energy that you can embody, the energy that you can utilize. Okay? Let's see what's going on with that. So we have here, a lot of you guys may have a child. Okay? A baby boy. This person needs you emotionally right now. This child needs you to be happy, okay? Some of you may even find out that you're, pregnant or you just had a baby, okay? And you need to be mentally and emotionally stable for this child, okay? Because children are very sensitive to energy around them. Even when you sit there and you put on a front and you have this smile on your face, that kid sees right through that. They see your pain. They see your struggles. They feel it. They know it. Why do you think kids randomly just come up to adults and just give them hugs? Because trust me, that's happened to me before with my daycare babies, where I had this poker face on, but I was going through so much. And that one day, every last one of my daycare babies, all they did was hug me. All they did was want to just cuddle with me that day. And I literally broke down crying, and I couldn't hold back the tears anymore because they felt my pain. They felt that I needed that love. They felt like I needed that hug, that kiss, that joy, that I needed, that love, that unconditional love. So you can't hide that stuff from your kids. If you have a baby and your baby's crying right now a lot, it's because they feel your hurt, they feel your pain, and they can't express anything because they can't talk. They're infant. So the only way they can express what they're feeling is to cry. I bet you, and I guarantee you, if you work on doing something that makes you happy and makes you laugh and makes you smile, that baby's going to start laughing. That baby's going to stop crying. Okay? Yeah, there's a transformation that needs to occur in your life when it comes to your feelings and your emotions. Okay? How you feel about a lot of things, especially when it pertains to love. You have to really ask yourself, what is your definition of love? What is love to you, and what do you want? What is it that you want to feel when you're in love? And ask yourself, honestly, is that being reciprocated to you right now? With the people that you're dealing with the environment that you're dealing with? Even when it comes to a career and a job and your coworkers and stuff like that. Right now, Spirit wants you to really go within and dive deep into your emotions. And ask yourself, are you really happy right now? And if you're not, then it's time that you make changes. It's time that you communicate that. If you're not happy, you need to communicate that. If you are not having fun, you need to go have fun. If you are around a group of people that are not motivating you, you need to find new friends. For some of you, this baby is the only thing that brings joy into your life. This doesn't even have to be your baby. This could be a grandbaby. This could be a god baby. But there is a baby boy that is in your life or will be in your life that's going to bring so much happiness into your life. This could be a baby that's going to bring a lot of happiness into a family. Okay? Put your energy there where the children are. Okay? This child is also going to help you grow as a person. This child is going to... The money comes back out again. If your money's funny, it's because of your emotions. You need to change how you feel inside. So do whatever it is that you need to do in the healthiest way. Whether it's meditate, whether it's you remove yourself from certain people, whether it's you finding a new job, a new career, a new business, whatever it is, if it's not making you happy, it's going to affect your money. It's going to affect your finances. Okay? There's a lot of communication that needs to be said, especially with a water sign, female, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or this is you. You may need to express yourself to a Gemini. You may, I'm hearing, want my money back. I'm going to tell you right now, one thing that my father sat there and always used to tell me, don't give away something that you're looking to get back, because that means you couldn't afford to give it to them in the first place. So if that's a lesson that needed to be learned, learn it. For others, you may want to speak your piece to this person. Speak it. Okay? For some of you, this is... Things could go either way with this karmic wheel. But I feel like if you take the leap of faith and you go out there and do something different, it's going to work out in your favor. I feel like you've been good to a lot of people, and it's time for God to spin the block for you. And this time, karma is going to be on your side. You may have had to deal with a lot of karmic debt, and a lot of people don't realize that a lot of the things that happened to you that were bad, it's because you're paying off karma from a past life. I don't know why one day I was outside and I was just having a conversation with God, and this thought came to me, and I was like, what if every situation, every person that we've encountered and we've had to deal with, we've dealt with them with the same situation, same scenarios, and the roles were just reversed. I do apologize for the loud talking if you hear people talking behind me, because I'm in the house. I have a house full of people right now. But what if all these roles were reversed? Just like with your parents, you were your parents were your children at one point in time. Your lover roles were reversed, where say you were the male in the relationship in a past life and they were the female. A lot of times those things are past life karmas that we're trying to clear out. And you may have went through a rough patch and you had to pay some karmic debt, but now that you've paid it, it's time for you to enjoy the goodness in life now. But you got to let it go. Okay? You got to let go of the past. Let the past stay in the past. And you bring in something better. Okay? You paid your karmic debts. It's time to walk away now. Now, if you choose to stay stuck in that cycle, then that's on you. Because you'll keep reliving those things. Okay? And I don't think you want to. So let's get an oracle message for you. We have friendship. Make a date for a play day with one or more friends. Okay? It's time for you to have some fun. And then we also have music for manifesting. To manifest rapidly, think of your desire while you chant, hum, sing, or play music. I believe Sagittarius got this. There may be a message for you in Sagittarius' reading as well. I told them too. You want to manifest money? Listen to music that motivates you to get money. You want love? Listen to that old school back in the day soul love, where they actually spoke on loving relationships and working on relationships. So that was your reading, Pisces. I love you guys. I'll see you later.